over.
Previously on Seeking Sister Wife.
Present?
Yeah.
Oh. Outside of normal relationships, how do you feel about being public with that?
I get it.
We
Just
need to uncover stories so we don't get caught.
I've done this too many times. I just wish we could just be open about it. Because I am the only legal wife. I'm the one kind of the face. I don't want it to be like this. I
said I was going to be quiet.
And just
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I would do this with my husband too. I was wondering how you would feel about the idea of coming down to visit us sometime. Do you feel it's too soon? Good. We've been getting to know Melina for a while now.
She's not a dog.
All those animals with her.
On the couch, laid out, black and white dog.
Grace is more excited and gung-ho right now because she's made a connection with Melina. But I don't know if I will.
Look me up. Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Wow.
For los bebés.
What are you doing? Can smell it?
When Ashley and I met, I told her day zero that my vision of the family was to have more than one wife.
Here, you can sit right here. I know that when most people think about polygamy, they think that they could live like this or, oh, I can share my man. Not a peep, huh? It's that delicious. But believe me, if I didn't believe in this lifestyle, I would not be with Dimitri, and I definitely wouldn't be looking for a sister wife. It's what we both want.
A little bit.
You put a little on my page.
We've dated women, but we haven't found the right person.
We recently launched our online dating profile.
And we met a woman online. Jocelyn is 22, and she lives in Seattle.
So we've been chatting with Jocelyn for a while now. She is a flight attendant. She wants to go to school for neurology. She's into health and wellness. So far, we really like her. Yum.
No.
It's not yummy?
No.
Oh, okay. It looks yummy.
Hey, babe. Guess who I just got a text
Animal protein. No.
Jocelyn. She says, hi, Dimitri and Ashley. I just found out I have next weekend off and would love to come out and meet you guys in person. Let me know what you think.
What do you want?
That's exciting, right?
I'm fine with it. What do you think? Do you think it's too soon?
Kind of thought maybe it might have been too soon. You know, I just wanted to pump my brakes. I didn't want to be too, I don't want to come off, yes, thirsty, and maybe a little fast to fly her out right now.
It's never too fast.
She lives here.
I'm gonna say, don't listen to that advice.
You scared?
No, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Not scared.
And then one, she initiated it, so I feel like
She
that's
started
great.
it.
Takes the pressure off.
Not it.
Two, we're not asking her to marry us.
Sure.
We're just meeting her in real life.
Mhm.
We're just, doing a face-to-face interaction.
So just to be clear, I'm gonna reply, yes!
Mm-hmm.
Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Even though the thought of it is super exciting, it still makes us a bit nervous, just kind of diving straight into it. But my hope is that who we met online is who we meet in real life. Awesome. Can't wait to see you. You ready?
I'm as ready as I can be.
Got square nails, okay? I've got round.
Pick a color. I'll hold the box.
Here's the first one. It says, welcome. Dallin, you want to come start decorating that one?
Like the child was good. I'm like,
Seems
oh,
like
wow,
just
that's
yesterday
good. That
we
was good
actually started
memory.
talking to Melina. It's kind of zipped right by.
The children?
And I just think we're at that place with Melina that we've pretty much found out, or we're going to communicate the way we have, and it's time to take a step forward and meet her.
She could be like a predator, just wants my money.
Yeah, because you have so much of it.
Dun, dun. Next
So,
Q&A. Predators and polygyny.
Wow.
Value.
Oh, yes.
Now that we're so close to meeting Melina in becoming more real to me. Knowing that she may become part of our family, everything feels pretty overwhelming at the moment. I know Jeff and Sharice are really excited about meeting Melina. I just can't think about much more than my pregnancy and just getting through the day. They're just in a different place than I am right now.
So you're talking about us.
What kind of animals might be out where she lives?
Whoa, listen, what about upstairs?
What else?
Close the
Probably
door.
not hyenas, I don't think.
Vámonos.
Close
Close the door, baby. Thank you. You see Elijah after a little long sleeve sweater on. I'm like, with some shorts on. I'm like, child.
Why are you excited to meet her?
I couldn't find it. I just folded them.
Yeah. I think she's excited to meet you guys too.
Oh, I thought he
Now, this is a huge deal for us. We're about to meet the woman who could potentially change our lives for the better. All right, guys, time to go to the house and get washed up, and then it'll be snack time.
I was like, how about we just say change our lives?
I think she's gonna like it. I got a couple days.
Oh, if she doesn't get them. Been there. What if she brings all the animals? Oh, this is gonna be. She brought up. Look, the animals. Oh. Oh, so we're here with Melina. I knew it was a dog. Wow.
This
is Michigan?
I have established a good relationship with Sharice,
That's
and I'm hoping to
Lake
form
Michigan.
a greater bond with Vanessa and Jeff. So you did want to be covered in sand today, right? That's okay. I don't mind. Vanessa's a close friend of mine. I don't have a lot of close girlfriends up here, so she's the one I can go to talk to you about things. Now I've been talking to this family, right? Yeah. About joining them in the future. Well, I talked to them on video chat for the first time. Yeah, how'd it go? I don't know, I love seeing Sharice. I absolutely love her. She's a good person. I think you'd like her too. Oh. I just wish I had more opportunity to talk to Vanessa, and doesn't always feel like she's open to talking to me. But that would make it a little uncomfortable.
Baby, no better.
But how are you and Jeff, you said?
The conversations that I've had with him they've been pretty good. Without a real interaction, it's kind of really hard to know how you feel about a person. So they want me to come out and visit them. So I'm thinking about that.
Where do they live?
Apparently they live in Utah.
I thought it was settled.
I've never been to
She
Utah. I heard it's hot.
Still had to talk to a girl, you know.
Do you really want to be part of this lifestyle where you would be a sister wife?
Yeah. I think I do. I want the family.
When Melina told me she was looking at joining a plural family, I was really worried for her because I don't know whether it's a legitimate family. There's so many people out there that can do such scary bad things. Well, I don't want to see anything happen to her.
You know, I raised myself from 14. So it's just been me for a long time. You know, I can't have children of my own. And they have 7 kids. And you know how bad I wanted to be a mom.
Plus
And
one.
have little ones, you know, I'm missing out on that. And it's just,
I understand that.
yeah. I'm excited and a little bit overwhelmed about this whole adventure because what if Vanessa doesn't like me? What if Jeff doesn't like me? It's a lot of scary things going on. So I have a lot to think about. I definitely do. You know, I want to go meet them, but the scariest part of the whole thing is I'm one person and they are a family of many. It's a bit intimidating.
They are legion. Oh no. Do they have tattoos? Because she's got tattoos. Ooh, that may be a problem. That might be a problem. Bunch of animals and tats. Oh, he does things. He does things? We've never seen him do things before. Drew. Wow, look at the children.
Household together definitely has its growing pains. April and Arlie used to live together, but they struggled to get along. I was hoping adding Angela to the mix would bring some balance and help everybody to get along better. But right now, things are not looking so great. So a little while ago,
They always say.
Arlie
Third
got
wife
rid of a
don't
couple
get
for mattresses, and I needed to get some more mattresses for her boys. Her understanding was that you were trying to change the situation so that instead of me buying mattresses for her boys, then I was going to buy mattresses for your boys and she would get the used ones. So can I call them in and kind of chat about that?
All right.
Living life in a plural family can be quite stressful. Angela, are they? There are constantly new dramas. Before it's who gets which room, and now it's who gets new mattresses. So I was just opening up a conversation with April about mattresses.
Why is Angela here? Does Angela have a concern?
Oh, my post just shot up.
Yo.
Wait. Okay. Oh, she mad already. She mad.
I can't be the person to just make a decision and everybody has to live with it.
That's right. You better do that.
Not to do that. They need to communicate. That's what I'm trying to do.
Scold everybody on that.
One issue that's on the table is the spin that you're trying to take a situation where I'm trying to buy something for her kids and turn it into a situation to buy for your kids. That's how she's perceiving things. That's the only issue.
Aren't they this
I was not involved in the conversation with the food talking about buying mattresses. I'm just looking at it saying, oh, Arlen needs mattresses. We have some extra mattresses downstairs. I thought I was just trying to do something that was nice. When we moved into the house, like all the mattresses got put wherever, and it just happened to be that there was a couple extras in my boys' room, and I didn't know that Arlen didn't have any upstairs. And my perspective is, we're working together as a family. Why would we go buy new mattresses when we already have some?
I don't think that that's completely accurate.
Well, April is a master manipulator. It's not the first time this has happened.
Drew will offer to buy me something nice, and April finds a way to get me a hand-me-down to use the resources to get something nice for herself. It makes me feel like I'm not only second class in society, but I'm second class in the home.
The facts suggest that there's a superiority issue there, and you want your kids to have the better, nicer things. As the new wife, I think it's important that April know that Arlie is not the only one who's noticing manipulative behavior.
Well, it just seems like Arlie has her kids in mind, and the needs of her kids. That anytime I approach you with something, say this is a problem, you turn it around and say, you are the one that has that problem.
Arlie, you are the one person in the world that misperceives me more than anyone else.
That's where it always goes. I viewed that as very manipulative. I view what you're doing now as dishonest. I feel like April's been manipulative of me since I very first came into the family 12 years ago. So I'm going to start standing up for myself. I really don't know how April's going to take that. And now that we are all living together, I have no idea how it's going to turn out this time.
Obviously, this is not only about mattresses. There's a bigger picture here, and this is a microcosm of a dynamic that is constantly repeated.
It's not about mattresses. It's really not.
She's like,
it's such a strong passion. I can tell you exactly how it's going to play out before it does, because you constantly. Yes, I try. You don't want to change it. You don't want to change it.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yep.
Hey, Ashley, I'm waiting to meet Jane, and I'm about to board my flight to Atlanta.
Like her, like, this is great. It's about to get real.
I mean, because we are an item already, I think it makes sense to do the first date together so that she can see what we're like as a team.
And later, you took it into your hands and manipulated the situation.
The bottom line is, I have not been having the best of feelings towards you.
I just need a minute, Kate. Can I say one thing?
It's plugs against the brunette. I feel ganged up on.
Okay, so we can do our commentary.
Okay. We're watching Seeking Sister Wife on TLC. This is episode 3. Episode 3. Not 3. Wait, 3.
My parents couldn't do that.
American school system.
3.
Other school system.
Everybody else. 3. Wait, I don't know how to. Okay, commentary. I think the blondes is beating up on the boots.
I don't know, because we've never had an issue where it's like our husband wants to buy one set of kids something and either one of us is like, oh, why don't you just take this hand-me-down?
Yeah, no.
You know, he doesn't like do that. Like if there's some pass down happening, everybody's getting the pass down.
Yeah.
I swear I'm burning. You know what I'm talking about?
Eventually stuff got to get done.
But it's never like, you know, I'm going to take, you know, like, no, I'm not going to buy you something new. Just take this over here. Or no, I'm not going to buy them something new. Just take this over here. It's just usually they need something. We're going to go get it. And
yeah, you just get it and get it done. Especially if he wants to buy it for them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different, me and you. It's like, wait, hold up, let's see if we can find something. But if this man has said that he's gonna go buy something,
something for kids, and the other wife says, hey, take my kids' old.
Yeah, it's like you don't do that.
What if the kids' old stuff is like Elisha's? No, you can't pass that. You know what I mean?
Like that's it.
Some things, but it seems like I don't know. I always tend to be like on the side of the subsequence. I don't know how to not be that way.
Well, I mean, when you're looking at a first wife like this one, where there's a strong possibility that she is being manipulated, it's hard to be on her side. I would be really sad to find out that she's not being manipulated. It's actually the second one. I think it's the first one. That's how they're portraying it.
Yeah, well, I don't see enough evidence that suggests that. Not on that situation. Not in that situation.
Yeah, in that situation.
I mean, I can see that the let's buy the kids some mattresses, and she said, well, hey, we got some extra mattresses downstairs,
I almost don't see that as bad,
That part's not bad.
I thought they had cameras in the bedroom. Like,
it's like, okay, this is going to. I know.
Ash, where do you get these dresses?
Yeah.
Asking for a friend.
She is on her way to Atlanta and meet her for the first time in person and get to hang out with her in real life. I'm so excited to see both of you. I can't wait. So I will see you later. I will text you as soon as I land. Bye.
Jocelyn's an interesting woman, and so far we seem pretty compatible, but she's very young and we still want to make sure that she's serious about this lifestyle. Do we both go on a date? Do you and her go on a date first? What do you think? What would you like?
I mean, because we are an item already, I think it makes sense to do the first date together so that she can see what we're like as a team. Unlike Mormons who have, specific rules that they follow in order to embrace polygamy, Dimitri and I have a moral code that we live by, and we do what feels right for our family. And then I think, then get a feel for the first date, get a feel for how she feels for us, and we feel for her. And then, I think it's good that she does get to see each of us individually as well. Most women would be jealous to share their husband with another woman, but as long as that's something that we've talked about and discussed and agreed upon, it's not an issue. What are you most nervous about?
I'm just nervous that I'm able to communicate the stuff of who we are in a short space of time. And you?
Maybe that you and I won't be on the same page.
Did you plug it up?
That maybe one of us will feel one way and the other feel a different way. And how to reconcile that.
No.
Just something that I think about.
Yeah.
It's important for us both to have a meaningful relationship with Jocelyn and for this to work out. Not only is Dimitri looking for his wife, I am looking for my friend, my my roll dog, if you will. You know, I'm looking for that
captionist.
sisterhood. So I'm hoping that Jocelyn,
The person
They
that
said
got
roll dog. It's roll dog.
I think we
Yeah, that's what they thought they heard too. But she said roll dog.
because, you know, we've been through this before, and we just want to make sure that we get it right this time.
American Fork, Utah. The briny.
Can I talk to you for a few minutes?
No.
Sure. Yeah.
No.
You want to just sit at this table?
They're all A's? April,
We're
Arlie,
finally settling into the
and
house, and
Angela?
as you'd expect, we have major life shifts and changes. There's some tension between us trying to figure out the new rhythm of working together. If that's
Don't trust her.
I wanted to touch bases again about our last conversation. I feel like ever since we moved to this house, I have felt so much animosity from both of you. You come in, you give me dirty looks, you're unkind to me. I say something and you're talking about me behind my back. Like you guys are my enemies, that you're against me, that you're trying to hurt me.
Your husband sucks.
I would say for myself, that's not accurate. Part of my challenge is I do feel insecure around you guys. And I think it's probably something that a first wife might deal with because I chose you, Arlie, to come into this family. I picked you, I welcomed you, and I received you. And we've had our challenges.
Oh, no, don't.
Pretty much. That's what seemed like it's trying to happen over there.
But for me,
I own you.
there's no security to know you would choose me.
Well, I've only been here.
If we would choose her as a sister wife, of course we chose her. We chose the whole family. But if you want a friend, you need to be friendly.
If tables were turned and you were the first wife, I don't know that you would pick me.
Oh, have you been sister wife?
She looked unmoved.
I don't feel understood as the first wife in my family. It's really
Bob.
easy to complain and to find fault. I don't feel like they're putting themselves in my shoes. That insecurity kind of colors a lot of the interactions that we have, where I'm constantly hoping to get that in some form, and that need has never been met.
Yeah, that was never the issue.
Oh, which one?
That's kind of an aside.
Too nude?
That doesn't mean we get to escape the consequences.
When April says we wouldn't choose home, it's a way of deflecting the situation and to make us feel bad.
That white supremacist.
Basically, if we loved her and understood her, then everything would be better. I felt a need to protect myself because of what I view as manipulation.
Looks like I'm cold.
Wow.
And you're polygamous, Anne?
Now she's gonna plug this in one of her little things.
That doesn't make sense.
So yeah, there's this thing about control. They want to control everything. These women want control. They're power. What do you think about that?
Power.
The control.
I think that their husband needs to set everybody right.
He needs to be set right. Who's gonna set him right?
I don't know.
They
got elders in their community. Did you just really?
El Mary full of grace.
Well, is that working? Does that?
No, I don't think
it didn't work. It didn't work.
No, I don't think it worked. I picked you. I chose you. I received you.
I don't think the right things were said.
You think she was in the land of self?
Uh-huh. She should have sat down and said, we have a problem.
Yeah.
Let's solve it. What's going on? And let everybody talk. Let them say whatever it is, because apparently something is going on. You know?
What do you think about the couple going on a date together, the first date together, so that the incoming wife can see them as a team?
Yeah, I don't like that verbiage. There's a lot of verbiage here I don't like this time. I mean, yeah, go on the first date. the three of you. I think that's great. But not for her to see y'all as a team. Because y'all are adding somebody to the situation. And it just sounds like it's gonna be y'all against her.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't like that. I think they should do the first date together, the three of them. I think it should be really light and fun. And then like the next couple of dates, in my opinion, it should be him and her.
Mm-hmm.
And then like maybe during the day or something at some point, she and this girl whose name I cannot recall for the life of me. Jocelyn. Jocelyn, they could go and go for coffee, tea, because she's pregnant. Go somewhere and go eat during the daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that they should meet up for coffee or tea, and then he should go on a date with her by himself.
The same time? The same night?
Yeah. I think they should pick her up from the airport
together,
take that drive to the A or whatever, and then
that'd be cool.
I think those two should go, because in that first 15 minutes together is very important.
The internet is fun if you're confused.
Oh, yes, probably so.
Because you have all this stuff open.
And all this
Like literally, she's got like 35 tabs open.
And so many programs, and she never shuts it down, so the processors get no rest.
The process is processed out. It's like, please let me go to sleep. Please. Please.
I don't know how he's going to play that.
I'm on no dose and coffee. I can't take it.
I need it out. Look at all this. Working it out. Working.com. And close down my stuff. You know what I'm supposed to do when I go to open it all again?
Like that's hard.
Open it all again. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's how much dude got paid this year.
She about to pass out. Oh my God.
I was relevant to the point where you could say,
What?
That doesn't make sense to me, right? I know it's 11, I know she has my interest at heart.
They deleted it.
And to have that trust, I don't have that trust. It's clear you don't have that trust. It doesn't matter what the rest of us say. You took it into your hands and manipulated the situation so it would turn out the way that you thought was best.
And we could go back and forth all day on these details. The bottom line is that I've been avoiding you.
Same.
And I have not been having the best of feelings towards you. I'm actually really surprised how quickly downhill things went once we all moved in together. I really wasn't expecting that. And
So yes.
I have wondered, what have I gotten myself into?
I don't think I can progress anymore in this conversation.
It's like, hello.
I just need a minute, okay? Me, say one thing.
Just say,
What's happening? We're gonna need
Commercial.
Really looking forward to getting to see her more.
Our little Spartan cousin of long ago.
Spartan cousin?
That was on your screen.
Oh, that was a history lesson.
Can you back this up?
Probably after the ad is done.
I mean, just let it go.
You heard what was happening.
We're
Oh. Well, I didn't see the first two. Did you?
No.
Looks like what was it? 50 Shades of Yeah, your video content will begin momentarily.
If a tree falls in the
Women have
forest,
this thing, you know,
everyone's
I need to be
too busy
there
taking
because,
their
you know,
cell phone, it's hard to
women,
notice.
we understand things about other women better than men. And it's like, so your husband's stupid?
You should trust your
Who was
husband.
with him when he picked you?
Trust your husband. Stay safe.
So your husband's an idiot. He is easy. He is not that bright. And so you have to be there to save the day. You have to rescue your poor husband
From himself.
Yeah,
because he wasn't going to be able to make it.
He was a dirtbag when you married him.
Join
Yeah, dirtbag now.
Sign up at zola.com/TV for $50 toward your
But that's your dirtbag. You're like, that's my dirtbag. I don't know. I would have to trust his judgment. I would have to air my grievance and say what I needed to say and then let it go. Talking to myself, preaching to myself, because that's what I would have to let it go.
Yeah. I think that red-headed, the wife that's pregnant in the other family.
Yeah.
I don't think she should worry too much or be too concerned about meeting this person.
Yeah, I don't think so. What happened?
He decided to close my office.com.
Oh,
Clothes fit like they should.
it was there.
It was
Today's
there.
the first day that we're going to meet Jocelyn. I'm 6 months pregnant and trying to date a sister wife during the third trimester is very challenging. I am
And that's why with her,
definitely
I'd still be
physically,
on.
I'm feeling like the opposite of that. Nice.
So far,
She has like a ton of those shirts.
almost all of our criteria and this lifestyle needs.
She was like, I want all of them.
We know
I do it. I got a lot of the same shirt.
And now I think it's our turn to show her what we're about so that she'll pick us and want to marry us. All right, you ready?
I don't
Billy!
I'm nervous about meeting her. I think it's more like I'm ready to make sure that this is a real person.
Careful.
Wait for the very important date.
A denial.
I don't remember.
Outcome, I think, would be she smells good. Setting that way, she looks good.
All I could hope for is that there's actually a connection.
Inviting and warm
I thought he had a
chemistry that,
Hummer.
Prompts us to move forward.
Change me.
You didn't change up. You didn't put the Hummer up. You got the Denali.
I like Denali.
I think Denali is a grand truck.
Yeah. Camels. Is it a camel? It's a llama or a camel?
Oh, it's a llama camel packer.
What's in your mouth?
Oh,
Missy,
what's in your mouth?
Is it food?
Is it food? Take it out if it's not food.
We'll change that.
Oh, Vanessa's sister.
How
Oh, baby's got a broken arm.
And I'm also kind of nervous.
We've had broken fingers, but no broken arms.
Hopefully that's
Goodness.
really going to be here. My nervousness is up a little
But
bit.
then all three of them are going to see her. Pick her up from things, so let's see who goes out.
I'm really get a sense of who she is as a person and how we connect.
I'm
Really
nervous.
getting to the point where I look forward to a good morning text from her
Oh, that's it,
or
brother.
sending her a text and seeing how her day went. I'm really looking forward to getting to see her and to know her.
Meeting someone in person, that's a pretty big step. And whereas I'm excited, I'm also starting to feel a little bit nervous.
Kind of like Sunday morning getting ready to give a talk in church.
No, that's just all nervous. I'm hopeful that something works out. Look forward to it.
See, that's how we should do our next video when we go down there. Put the camera on the.
We'll go down to the land.
Yeah.
That's right. Slide downstairs. On this game.
Listen, Diane,
Hi, what's up?
I'm just gonna see how you're doing. Since we all moved in together, our home is in total chaos. It's challenging to have three wives who have emotional, mental, physical needs. It becomes very difficult to get in the middle of all these disagreements. I try and keep myself as separated as possible so I can just help them reconcile instead of exacerbating the problem. And sometimes I fail. Just trying to organize all the stuff that I'm bringing back from the law office. And then since the AC has been broken, I've been trying to fix that.
I feel like you've had so much on your plate, and I haven't felt like I've been had a chance to really touch bases with you or kind of connect time.
Yeah.
It's like
Doing more than living right now.
Yeah.
Totally get it. So what have you been thinking about?
Mostly I'm really feeling unsupported, I just don't like the dynamic of Angela complaining to you about me, Arlie complaining to you about me, and then you coming in and trying to problem solve with me. I don't like it because I feel like that is hurting my relationship with you.
Understand.
You and I are having a phase in our relationship where we haven't been as close as we have been in the past, right? We haven't been in the best place.
I haven't felt like that Drew has been really aware of me or the dynamic that I've been experiencing, and I just really like him to understand better.
Part of the issue here is Arlie has felt from the very beginning that you've acted like you're superior to her.
I feel like that maybe you know me well enough to know that's not in my heart. If anything, I felt the exact opposite of that.
I'm not taking sides.
I've been the lowest one on a total pole. Arlie's at the top, and then Angela, and then you
for your both.
Whatever's left over, that's what I get.
Oh no.
Dude,
all right, now I'm sad.
You gotta be a better husband.
But April, you're I don't know. I think
I'm a
that
woman
you
now,
need
but
to be able to say, why are they seeing this in me? If I'm being misperceived, what am I doing?
Dude.
I have been feeling betrayed by him. I feel like you give ear to them.
He didn't hear nothing. Oh my God. You said you wouldn't kiss him when he came in.
He could kiss me.
My sister wives are against me. I feel like I have been a doormat, and I have let them say things against me for a long time. And I'm just coming to a place where I have to talk to them. I have to say the truth. Whether they receive it or not, that's on them.
Uh-oh.
I think we're gonna say it's your truth, and everybody's got their own truth at this point.
You two are dead wrong. That is not who I am. I'm fed up with this thing that you do. This is a lie that is hurting our family.
Yeah, we don't like her lipstick.
I hate
That's
that
what the problem
lipstick.
is.
My
The
God.
lipstick. Don't ever wear that lipstick again.
I'll send you one.
It's too nude.
Inbox us.
It's washing. It's washing you out.
Yes.
Washing out your canvas.
Look at her. She's got on like
Yeah.
orange. When you're blonde, you have to put some kind of rouge. What is that? What is that? Something. You got to put something on there.
Yes. Okay. We pretty fed up. We fed up with Drew. I think the fact that we feel like she's actually the manipulative party, but the fact that even she's mad at him kinda and put out with him, why aren't you protecting me and standing up for me and all this kind of stuff? He's not doing his job. He's not doing his job. He's not trying to hear both sides. He's not trying to hear both sides. The third wife is not trying to hear both sides. I know that she sees what the second one. Yes, I know she sees what the second one is talking about. I understand that, but you've been here a month, and it doesn't seem to me like she's even tried to get to really know this other one, just to see is this really true. Just to see. She hasn't done that. She's automatically taken the side of the second wife, and now here we are. Whether the second wife is right or not, and I do think she's right. He's like, what's wrong? How are you doing? She should have said, well, the blondes attacked me earlier. They did, yes.
Yeah.
Too many blondes in this house. Maybe why'd you have to marry someone?
It's all Drew's fault.
It's Drew's fault.
Everything is Drew's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Drew, you need to do better.
Gotta do better, buddy.
We've been chatting online for a couple of weeks with one named Jocelyn, and it's a pretty big deal. She's flying all the way from Seattle to come meet us.
And we're looking forward to see if she can be a
Look at him. Go, baby.
He's strolling over to the
I'm kind of
place.
nervous, wondering if, meeting her, will we have the same connection, excitement, but still be there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair wrap on, right?
it's good.
Then we can.
Okay.
You do it. Just left.
That's your saddest thing?
I'm sorry. I'm hungry.
Okay.
Boy, she's tiny. That lemon mint water she's got there. Her fro is cute.
Actually, I meet you because I want to make a good impression and I just want us to all get along. Based off of what I know about them so far, and what I learned on video chat, I feel like they're just like me, and I think we have a lot in common.
All right.
Might not. Just saying.
Hi. So nice to meet you. Hi.
Nice.
Thank you. How are you? You look beautiful. Thank you. So do you. I hope you're around. Thank you. Well, welcome to Thank you. Such a long flight. Oh yeah, because you're on the opposite side. So I'm a little jet lagged, but not extremely.
So, yeah, wow. This is real life.
Finally, right? I've been so excited.
Pixels to, voice to here.
You're a real person. I know. And you look like you looked. Yeah, and that's how I feel about you too, because I'm like, people are just all over the place. My first impression of Jocelyn was that I thought that she was cute. She was well put together, and I was excited to get to talk to her finally.
So what brought you to this, and then further gave you some definition about what you wanted to have happen?
Well, definitely not religion. I don't know, like, I just feel like it fits me. It's like having that extra hand and building, I kind of like, not an army, like, I don't want to make it into that, but like, like, yeah, a tribe. Yeah, that's the perfect
Sounds
word.
less threatening than army, right?
I mean, so we're clear, we're in it for a committed, union with fidelity.
Let me ask you about that, because polygamy, it's obviously one husband, multiple wives. So are you okay with not having your own husband or?
Yeah, no, in that part, I am fine with it. Because I feel like that's still my husband. But
Yes.
I just have someone else around me, a sister wife, who appreciates him just as much as I do. I don't feel like it's not like a jealousy thing. Like I don't get jealous very easily. So
Our conversation during lunch so far is going very, very well. Though she's young, her responses are very mature, and everything she said seemed to, be right
She's
on
on point.
She's
on point.
One hair first, and two
Rainbows and butterflies and MySpace.
Did you see me? I was like, yay! Yay, pink glitter.
This one time at Bandcamp?
She's trying to find something. Anything. Leave her alone.
I think she's great. Ah. He likes her.
honest to how she actually feels, or if these are responses that she believes that would qualify her as the perfect potential.
Well,
put it out there. I think this is a pretty phenomenal date.
You gotta put your best foot forward.
I've enjoyed this conversation. Would you be okay with, us going out on a Labor Day this evening? Davis can hang out with you.
Mommy, can I go outside and play with my friends?
Please?
Pretty please? I'll wash the dishes.
Done deal.
Done deal. Go home. Just pout. Just pout. Oh, you're not just passively okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, good.
Go on your day. Be back by midnight.
And then I'm gonna just keep you up all night telling you everything that happened, all the details.
Yeah.
All right?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited. I really like Dimitri. I think that he is very intelligent. He's handsome. I love his conversation. It just flows. I'm feeling good about them. I'm excited to go on more dates with them. I'm glad Ashley approved. Thank you.
Good talk.
I know.
Was that you? Is that all?
It's all me.
Okay.
Yep, all of it.
Things still aren't resolved between all three of us, and it's really affecting the energy in the house.
Oh, I
I
bet.
never want that stove top thing
I
ever.
really wasn't.
You don't like it?
expecting
The glass
this
top
drama,
stove top,
so I
the
wanted
glass,
to gather
no.
us all to sit down to try to find some
I don't know what, I don't want that. That's the burn
I
food.
want to see how it is.
No, and it cooked too fast.
Lord.
No, man, no, we
Good
need
Lord.
fire. Let there be fire.
The only reason I like gas is like when power is out, you can still turn it on and release the gas and light it with it.
When Kendra was here, she was like, it's been so long since I cooked on gas. I don't want to be, I want a gas.
Give me that baby.
We can find some kind of resolution.
Well, there's no gas lines on the ranch.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
thank
don't
God.
say that.
So
Are you serious? So what did they do in the 60s? Propane?
yeah, propane tanks like we do on the island.
I'm fed up with this thing.
Okay.
Wood.
Wood, all right, we'll do some wood. We're gonna do some real cooking.
And this is a lie that is hurting our family.
I was taken by surprise when April told us that we were dead wrong in our perception of her. I completely froze,
So you're
like
just there?
Ari tells me
I'd like
she
that.
does.
I want you two to know I love you.
You go get your hand.
Look at me like,
Pull your hand.
I get out.
Yes, because right now it would be great.
Oh, she got the baby.
Oh, Lord.
The baby grown.
Baby.
One thing nice to me.
I'm mad how she hold him. Oh, look, he's gone. Never mind. He's asleep.
Why is she making him sit on his waist?
Hey, he's
I
asleep.
don't know.
Oh, there's nothing I want to ask you.
When your mama
I just want to
raise
see you for who you really are. And I think if there is some kind of word of affirmation, I think that would make me feel like things are steady.
I want to do words of
Trying to
affirmation.
remember to say words of affirmation.
Oh, baby's awake.
These types of conversations with April are completely self-serving. Our agenda is to get her way and for us to drop our issues. And so even if it was nothing but for self-preservation,
I'm here for
I
you.
would say let things run completely your way.
I am your
Because if
sister.
I tried to do anything else,
I am your sister.
She's gonna cry.
it's hard.
No, please.
I think it's important for you to be able to express yourself. I feel like we've definitely been through a lot. And I want to be able to give you.
Did she just allow herself to be manipulated?
Of course.
No, she chose.
She does. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Well, right.
But that's not
There's
manipulation.
no productive end result. And then we just wasted a whole bunch of
So they just conceded, like, all right, you got it. You want
She didn't concede.
She's touching
She
me.
chose. She had a decision before that. She chose.
I don't know how to fix it.
She weighed her options.
She took the course of least resistance.
The path of least resistance.
the airport today.
Looking forward to this.
Person after person walks by.
You try calling her.
I'm really worried that something may happen.
Did the plane drop out the sky? You didn't know?
I have been there. Person after person coming out of that thing. None of them were her. I'm triggered. I'm triggered.
You know what? It's kind of getting boring. Is it going to be about some kind of, co-wife drama? Is that what the show is going to be about?
Co-wife drama.
So it's going to turn into this
yeah,
this soap opera.
Yes, it seems like that.
It's supposed to be a little bit of drama. That's what they wanted for the show.
But now it's going to just be about this family and the co-wife drama.
Seems the same.
Oh.
So can I go out to play with my friends, please? I'll be a good boy.
Come all the way over here to play.
Who's that? Snowden.
Please.
Say they clowning you, man.
Please. Oh my God, if you say no, I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna cry.
Oh, that's what she was like. What would you have said if I said no?
He was like, "I would have pouted. You just would have pouted." Yes, I would have pouted.
I guess he's wise, right?
Yeah.
Why face an argument?
Why face you better ask? I mean, if there's any chance, if there's any possibility that there's going to be a disagreement, you might want to make it.
I thought they said that was illegal, so they're going to walk in a very public place.
Oh.
Somebody's lying.
This might be his sister. You never know. Oh gosh, this is a problem. She better come out.
Need some water.
Oh God. I went in by myself.
Oh no.
Because it was raining.
I didn't know
the
you
kids in the
went.
car. I did. Me and him went with the kids in the car.
Oh no, I didn't
And
know
I
that.
went inside and he stayed with the babies because it was sleeting, raining, and cold. This was me.
Nah, I'm like, she in a wheelchair, dog. I'm good.
The wheelchairs are coming out now. This was me.
Yeah, Rebecca, they took a oh sorry, I called your name.
You sure did.
Yeah, they took an idea from you.
They did. They took this as my idea. This is my life. Oh my gosh. Oh, still haven't come to.
And there's no one by that name ever.
Flight landed, and I'm not seeing her. It looks like a whole lot of the other passengers have come off. We're gonna give it a few more minutes to see if maybe she'll come around that corner.
Here comes the pilot. Excuse me. Did you meet any woman on the plane named Melina? Now she gonna pull some bull. She'll pick up crying and hang up. That's what happened on ours. Picked up crying.
I'll put the link to the video in the description, in the box over there. I gotta remember to mark.
She's not picking.
And then a dude is gonna pick up.
Which was unusual.
Wait, what?
Did y'all not talk to her today?
We had talked to her that morning.
It tells me maybe something about
She missed her flight. We're still here. We're still at the airport.
I had to guess. I'd say that she just got overwhelmed.
Maybe she'll still show up.
That's a lot.
We're still here.
A big step, and maybe it was too soon.
We're still here.
I know. I'm stuck in the middle. I want her to be okay, but I also want to believe that she was the person that I thought she was. I'll probably send her another message and just let her know that I'm available if she ever wants to reach out again. And even if she's not interested in coming into the family, we were friends. And
Yeah, she wasn't your friend.
I want to know that everything's okay.
You will pray.
She was a predator. But your
Yeah,
time,
we on the phone. I don't understand.
she didn't pick
What do you
up.
mean?
We on the phone on the way. Just got out the car. Walking into the airport. No. Wow, look at that.
It's a playground. The baby fell off the thing.
Oasis leg got caught in the spring.
I'm really hard on this to not have Malia show up, so just trying to focus on the positive. One of those.
Rebecca, they took a page
Said it again.
from your book. Oh.
I'm gonna have to edit that.
It's okay. No,
I
nothing
know what
happened.
happened.
No, I don't know what happened. I'm gonna say nothing happened. That's gonna be me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
He said, "Let me come away."
Yo,
Honey,
they
only
took a
page
page.
from my book, and they used it for the
and
show. They wrote a whole storyline
what
about my
happened is
situation.
that situation there, going to the airport to meet a potential
And her not showing.
wife and her not showing up, not picking up. Spoke to her the morning before. That actually happened with us back in
Long time ago.
2009. Was it 2009?
Yeah.
No, maybe 2010, maybe early 2010. It was winter.
We had all 3 babies. It was cold.
It was winter, and we drove over to the airport in the sleet. The bridges were frozen, and she didn't show up. We waited, didn't show up, so we went to the check-in counter, and the lady said, no one by that name
Ever but the flight.
has no one by that name is in our system. So you were like, what were you like? You were
I
like,
said so. Nobody with that name.
so you like she didn't book a flight?
Yeah, and they were like, no.
You're like, no, you don't understand.
Nobody.
She's never booked a flight.
Ever.
If she had ever booked a flight,
I would see it. And
I would
she's
have
not
seen her
here.
name in the system. So
And-
that's when we realized that that person did not exist.
Yeah, pretty much. Wow.
And we had been talking for a few months.
Every day.
Yeah, because I remember I had a motorcycle accident, and same motorcycle accident I spoke about on episode 1, and she was like real supportive and stuff. I mean, that's why we even considered her.
Because we
Kind of like she kind of threw
that.
herself out there, kind of just eased away, and always talking. And then she was just like real supportive, She just like threw her name in that kind of type deal, and yeah, didn't exist.
Yep.
And that happens.
Apparently.
That happens. A lot of people think, there's a lot of predatory elements in this.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of, like on the show just now, her friend told her friend was worried for her. Say, are you sure you know these people? Because that kind of sounds dangerous. Well, why does it sound dangerous? Because it's polygamy. A lot of stuff happens in monogamy all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Right. But, because it's polygamy, it's just dangerous. Right. But sometimes, I was going to say a lot of the times, but I don't have the data to say that. But sometimes, enough times, it is the woman coming in that has the ulterior motives. So, and you get the screwed up families too. So I haven't looked at the data to see like which side the coin falls on more often. But it's not just a lot of people are going to look at it like, oh, there's something sick. Like the first woman we ever spoke to, she got overwhelmed at the end. Like we were asked to be on a show. It was a Tyra Banks show actually, and she got like like we were supposed to fly in on the Monday and the Friday. She just got overwhelmed and called it quits. And then, I mean, we had been speaking to her for a while, and then all of a sudden, we were predators, and like she accused us of, like basically preying on her, and she said I had a slick mouth that can talk women into stuff. Do I sound like I have a slick mouth? Anyways.
Look, well, no, it's you're just smart. That's all. And he's just smart.
I don't
He's
even
just
think
it's
I'm
just a bunch of logic and reason.
That eloquent. But anyways, you do get the messed up families that or the messed up husband that has this he's crazy as but you could get it always, man.
Any kind of way you can get it. People do have to watch out for themselves, but if she had been honest, you know what I mean? She could have called them that morning instead of wasting their gas.
You could get where's the current wife, and she's diabolical, and the husband, he's just he's just a puppet. She's pulling the strings, and she's making him get another wife for her, whatever she want out of that other wife. And I mean, you get it always in this, but it's not just, it's not always the families like, the mainstream would like to think.
Yeah. So that was sad. I felt that it was disappointing. I just knew she was going to come, but she couldn't leave her cats and dog. She couldn't leave them. So here we are.
Kill a cat, strangle a dog.
Oh my gosh. She loves them. Those are her babies. So that's why she didn't ask. She didn't come.
Yo, why didn't she seem like the architect?
Of
somebody that would do that. Somebody who
she might not be. She might come off as being unstable. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's usually an unstable person that does that. Mm-hmm. Whoever they are.
She wasn't stable enough to come out for whatever reason. She might come back up. She might come back up again.
But she is. She's going to be in the show. She's going to be in their kitchen.
You saw that?
Time. Yeah, they showed back when it was supposed to be like the hype for the show. She was at the dining room table, and then the cut was like she's not what we thought she would be.
Mm. Oh. So they did take a page from you.
Well, but she showed up eventually. Yeah, they just did that just to like drive the second wife insane. Like, did you see her? She's crying and everything.
Yeah,
but it happens.
Yeah,
it happens. True story.
Yeah, I thought Dimitri and them date went well. Mm-hmm. I thought that was cool. Mm-hmm. I thought all that was cool. I like the restaurant. I wanted to know, Ashley, what you drinking? What was in that glass? Because I want to know, like mint leaves and maybe a lime or something like that. I wanted that. That would look good. Who else? What was the other family doing? Oh, we already talked. We talked at length about their beef. Yeah. This whole episode was really about their beef more than anything else.
The show is not about beef.
Their beef is so big that they'll probably be on next season. Mm-hmm. We're gonna see them again.
I think they're playing into the stereotypes. Man.
You think so?
A lot of people think that's what it is. The women fighting, the women aren't going to get along.
We in these women groups though. Yeah. Is that a reality? They have problems.
Yes.
Oh, he's stressed out. She got to leave the women's group sometime because it's just too much
Facebook.
for her. She got to leave all the Facebook. Got to leave the whole thing because the women's groups are just like, yeah. I mean,
what causes it? What do you think?
the husband.
The husband?
Yes. Don't you think? More or less?
I don't know because then you got my people and they just bring it on themselves. They go through his phone. They going through his pictures. They looking at why she got on the same abaya you bought me.
Yeah.
Why you calling her 16 times, but you only called me 15 times? Why she calling to wake you up for prayer? Does she think I'm inadequate?
I could have woke you up.
I can't do with it.
I was right there.
I can't.
It's a lot.
I don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm scared. Let me delete myself again.
She's deleting herself. Oh my gosh.
Because I know I'm gonna end up looking again.
But we lose all her content. We lose all of your
my stuff is
content
good
when you
sometimes.
go. Yeah.
Sometimes, like today, I said some profound stuff. It was just like, wow, I said that.
Told you. Copy, paste.
I want some post-it notes. I want to make my own post-its.
Post-its and just have them around. Let's just go say the stuff. She tells people get over it a lot.
I do, because I'm talking to myself. Anytime I tell somebody anything, I'm really talking to myself. I don't really care.
Like, what do I do? She's like, you need to get over it.
Get over it.
Yeah, you got a problem. You should leave.
Yeah, they're like,
whoa.
I don't understand. I don't know how to deal with it because
he
loves her, but he says he loves me too. And he went grocery shopping and he spent $400 worth of groceries on her, but he didn't spend that much money on me. Yeah, I don't have any kids and all, but still,
the point. I needed that money. I want that money.
So you got two choices there. Go. Which one you gonna do? You gonna stay or you gonna go? You're gonna stay. Shut up. Deal with it. Make it better.
Shut up. Deal with it.
You're going to go. Go now. Why wait?
Why wait? Why complain? Just do it. No.
It's all therapy.
Reflection.
So I can go back and scroll.
This is for me.
What
What else? I don't know.
The craftiness of the first wife.
Oh my goodness! And please,
she kept touching her.
Cream of nature, argan oil, leave-in conditioner.
They can
shake
use
them
oil.
up. She can use it. She needs it. Her hair is curly.
She can't use it.
And a big paddle brush.
You know how much of that she's gonna use?
And I'm
she gotta wash her
brush
hair every day.
That's more money for us.
I'm gonna brush her hair.
We're gonna put it in a big 5-gallon.
Yes, because her frizzies and everything was driving me nuts. But yeah, she's being manipulative.
She kept touching. Like, it's a thing when you touch people. Like,
oh yes,
you're trying to. It's like a thing, right?
It is a thing. You can.
Why are you touching me? Mm-hmm. Don't touch me. You're touching me to try to provoke a response or something. You're trying to get me to go your way.
That's absolutely right. And it's not about. It's not magical. This is not any magical stuff we're talking about. This is.
To, like, make them evil,
Yeah, no, don't touch me.
They talk about. They talk about touching one side versus the other side in order to get the truth from somebody.
Oh, wow.
And everything. That is a thing. That's psychological. You can touch on one side, speaking in this ear, touch on the other side, speaking the other ear. One like is suggestive and makes you like tell the truth about the situation.
Like, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Well, I guess I didn't tell him to touch me on the right instead of the left.
Don't use that psycho speak.
It works. And she did that and she got her way.
She got her way. She touched that girl on her left leg multiple times.
Well, she said she's never seen this aggressive. So in order for things not to escalate, she's just gonna submit, basically.
Where the husband?
So she it didn't necessarily manipulate her. She understood what was going on,
Yeah.
and she just chose the high road. Basically.
But the first wife feels like she manipulated the whole situation. She feels like she won that.
Oh yeah.
That's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, she had a way.
Because if you don't fix it,
I mean,
going going her way just because she wants it her way doesn't fix it.
She's
not gonna fix it.
She's a bratty first wife with a marriage license.
Did she threw up last time? She
did. She pulled that out.
She said, "I chose you."
I picked you.
Yes, I
received you.
and I picked you.
Pikachu,
I received you, and I welcomed
you.
I got that. I was like, "All right, Pikachu, you got it. You got it. That's the reason you're here." Yeah, no. They need to take everything that they're saying and take it to her. But I mean that with Drew in the situation.
No, that's the problem.
Is he in?
They need another husband.
They need another husband. That one's gonna.
Drew can't fix that because it's not in Drew to fix it.
We're canceling.
I don't understand. I don't understand. He's a lawyer. Dude, you lying.
Just
man.
because he's a lawyer don't mean he's good, babe.
Supposed to be argumentative, right?
No, he's a mediator.
Man.
He's like, so tell me your feelings. How can we make this work? Well, they feel that but now I'm hearing that you're saying that. Okay, so what's the resolve? I need you to fix this. Go fix it. Let's fix this.
He stood next to Arlie in the kitchen when they came to tell April off the first time when he was he stood next to her. I'm like, whoa, don't stand next to anybody because this is very confusing. You stand over there.
You know what
you betrayed me.
Yes, she did. That's why I was like, this is
his
man part.
This is man part.
She said, they come tell you stuff about me and you come back and check me on it.
Ooh. There was no question. There was nobody's trying to hear her side.
No.
We barely trying to hear her side.
Almost like, because it's like 12 years. 12 years,
man.
A long time. 12 years. April. 12 years.
12 years.
For 12 years. And I've seen it. I like it. I coddle it, but still, your co-wife doesn't necessarily like that.
Can't be manipulative. I mean, obviously, it must be working in her favor this whole time, right?
But here I am. You ain't gonna be a third with a strong arm me. But how you gonna come try to address us about anything? You ain't gonna sit down. You've been here for 27 days.
I was like, I've only been here a month, but here.
You don't even have the data you need.
Do you think that it is okay that men bring other women into these situations, knowing that they're not the man of the house? Because here's the thing, right? A woman comes in, or a subsequent wife comes in, and she is coming in to marry the man.
Mm-hmm.
And she is counting on that man to be fair and to protect her. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what you look for to a husband for.
Mm-hmm.
Provide a protector, right?
Mm-hmm.
So don't you think there's some responsibility of the man to protect that woman from his other woman?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where fairness and righteousness comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And fairness and righteousness is not coddling everybody in their BS.
Coddling everybody.
I think some men need to be.
You can coddle all of them.
Honest about their situation and understand that, man, your wife dominates you.
But maybe that is prevalent in their culture anyway. The women dominate them.
Okay, but you have to understand that since that is the case, you shouldn't bring another woman into that because she is going to be under that first wife.
Which is why they fight for
and
that.
she has a marriage certificate.
Yeah. You can't serve two masters. So if he brings in a second wife, he's supposed to, and the first one already running him. So, and he's gonna have a similar relationship with the second.
The second one runs him too, and so does the third. They
And
all
run him,
in their
and
own
so
way.
he's serving 3 masters. He's being pulled 3 different
And
ways.
so they bump heads because neither one of them are
masters.
trying to let you run them. They're like, you're not gonna run me. You're not
first-
gonna run me.
and the first one, man, she's just a better player.
She pulled that card out.
Boop.
I'm legal.
She on her game, man.
Mm-hmm.
I had the kids first.
Boop.
I've been here longer.
Out of cards.
I picked you. I chose you.
Oh,
I received you.
Pokemon.
She's attacking me. Man, I can't dodge.
I thought she needed help. She can take care of herself against the blind.
He's like, wow. She can handle herself against all of them.
They all blind. He's blind too. He was attacking the blinds today. She said, I got them all set
She
to right.
won.
She said, I won.
She
I
said,
know how
I'll
to
use
win
some
this.
touch therapy.
You betrayed me.
Mm-hmm.
You two gonna do what I want you to do.
Look, you betrayed me. Why are you even here?
Oh,
you gonna do what I need you to do to make this right.
That's right. We're gonna smile at each other. And then you're gonna watch it apparently on
Tell
the
me something good about
She's like, I just really think that you did really love it. Oh gosh. And then it looks like on the scenes from the next episode, look like the blondes are gonna be watching her kids while her and the husband go out.
And watch my children while we go out. And I come home to a broken life.
I'm saying one of them fell off the trampoline.
I'm see. That's
We
why I'm
watched it
glad
happen.
we don't have one no more because that's.
But see, ours had a.
I know, but then
them children just.
The Brahma bulls just
destroyed. But it did have a thing around the edge. Theirs didn't. How they had that many? How you have that many kids and you don't have a netting around your thing?
I don't like broken things.
Like broken children. No.
You think so?
Man, come on.
Check it out.
I don't trust you, Hollywood.
Put Crisco on that side of the trampoline.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Jump
saying.
over there, Billy.
Jump higher. Slip. We at 1:16:52.
I think we're good. We've said everything that needs to be said.
We'll be back next Monday.
Join us next Monday.
Oh,
watch.
We have other shows too.
Other stuff is coming up as well. We're all yawning. Other stuff is coming up as well. We're going to do our individual Q&As that I mentioned.
He's even gonna do one, fellas.
He's gonna do one for his brother.
Man, my stuff is going to be scripted. I might just ignore all of it.
No, I really want to ask you directly. Frequently asked questions.
Prepare script that addresses FAQ.
Y'all don't let them do that. Ask them the hard questions. Yes. Make them talk. Make them talk. But then we're all going to do it, all three. It'll be individual ones where it's kind of just, for the most part, us in here. But she wants production.
Production. And I'm also not answering live questions, so I suggest you email them to me. And then I'll ask because, once you do live and they ask questions, they disappear on YouTube. It disappears and you can't get it back.
I try to read them out loud when they come.
I'm scared because I'm gonna be talking. So yeah, new whole potential and incorporating. So no, I don't do
that. Man, I'm yawning, man.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't.
Yes, we gotta go. We're all yawning. The children are needing to go to sleep.
Yes,
we gotta put them to bed. It's late.
All right.
So good night, y'all. Shalom. Bye. We turn it off.
I don't know.
Is it off? Oh, there we go.
It's not done yet.
Are you sure you want to end your
screen?
screen?
It's done. Wait.